So to start off our program on the good works during Christmas, I want to welcome National Lieutenant Colonel John Murray from the Salvation Army. John, thank you so much and welcome to the program. We all have fond memories of the Salvation Army, and usually at this time of year, we're used to seeing, your Santas in the mall dressed all beautifully and ringing the bells with your clear kettles where you collect money for those less fortunate. How has COVID changed your Christmas campaign this year?
Well, good afternoon. It's great to be with you, and Merry Christmas. Certainly, I think the Salvation Army Christmas kettle is a symbol of help and hope, and you're absolutely right. Since 1903, they've been part of Christmas. And normally this time of year that we would have 2,000 kettle locations across Canada, but because of various stages of lockdowns and gray and red zone areas due to COVID, we have about 1,000 kettles across the country. But the reality is that Canadians continue to support the work of the Salvation Army. And I think much more importantly, Canadians who need help. And I think that's a significant piece for us. We've seen it throughout COVID within the context of our organization. We're seeing it during this Christmas period as well, as people are stopping by kettles where they are out, either to make a donation, to tap to donate, or simply visiting salvationarmy.ca to make a donation.
Okay, and that's an interesting creative solution, tap to donate. I'm used to just, putting coins or bills into the clear kettle. So that's an interesting way to, I guess, avoid physical contact and contamination or whatever. How are some of your other campaigns going? You do a toy mountain, don't you?
Absolutely. In partnership with CTV, the Toy Mountain campaign is in various cities right across Canada, Vancouver, Calgary, Toronto, Ottawa, of course, and a wonderful partner in the work of helping Canadians and really bringing Christmas to children, supporting families. And, it's not only about toy donations, it's about that true spirit of giving, where you see families come together and bring toys to in a normal situation where we might be out in malls on a location for the 6 o'clock evening news. For years, I did it with my good friend Tom Brown of CTV here in Toronto.
Right.
And it was just a great way to engage people over the holiday season. But that continues, where people are dropping off their toy donations. And it truly is about the spirit of giving, enriching the lives of those who give, and of course, helping those who genuinely need the assistance this time of year and through COVID, looking into Q1 and Q2 of 2021.
So in terms of need, from your campaigns around Christmas time, say the Toy Mountain, for example, has the need this year increased and have the donations kept up?
That's a great question. We have seen, due to COVID, for example, we have seen requests for assistance 5 times over same time last year, which is extraordinary. A matter of fact, we'd go so far as to say it's the most significant demand on our not only operational resources, but our requests for assistance since post-World War II. So it's hugely significant. Wow. But the reality is that the Canadian public, I think, continues to respond to community need, to respond to those Canadians who are genuinely feeling the struggle, not only at Christmas, but because of COVID. And they are making donations, not only through our tip-tap technology at the kettles at more than 1,000 sites across Canada, but through salvationarmy.ca, or by making donations at 1-800-SAL-ARMY, or by simply donating a toy through the CTV Toy Mountain campaigns at locations across the country.
Now, we only have about 45 seconds left, and you've made some good resources available for those who want to get engaged. What about volunteers? Are volunteers still able to come out and help with, say, the distribution of toys?
Well, volunteers, of course, are the army beside the army, if you will, and 145,000 people volunteer annually with our organization. It's very difficult during COVID, I would say that. And so that has been a challenge for us, recognizing that health and safety is priority number 1 for our volunteers and our staff. So we would simply remind people that once the pandemic is over, that we are here, we want to engage, we want to support and welcome them. And we thank the Canadian public and thank you this afternoon for your interest in the work of our organization.
Well, thank you so much for the great works you do, and I hope you have a very fruitful and beautiful Christmas.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.